firmware on our Barryvox beacons. So firmware 3.0 has a couple of different features. There's a couple of places in searching where it'll smooth it out, just make it a little bit more intuitive. And then the biggest new feature is the device-to-device update. So it means that anyone with the new firmware can transfer the firmware directly from their beacon onto another beacon. So it's kind of like airdropping a photo from your phone to another phone. You just airdrop the firmware there.
That's so
it'll take depending on the beacon, our more advanced beacon, it'll take 6 or 7 minutes to transfer it. This is probably 3 or 4 minutes. So if you're filming it, you'll probably want to start it and then stop it, and you can cut in the middle and go right to it. Exactly. So to do it, you just hold the flag button down, turn the beacon on, and when it says up like that, it's ready to transfer the firmware. And then we'll do the same thing here.
We're not going to hire you. Right now, we're not going to hire you.
And it'll beep to tell you that it's taking the new firmware. And now you'll get a percentage increase in the upper left corner there to show you that it's transferring.
Oh, cool.
And this will take a couple of minutes.
Sure. So for the S, it'll take longer because there's probably more to it?
Yeah, it's a more involved firmware. There's a lot more features built into it. So it's just a bigger file. It's like a longer file transfer, basically.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I've had my beacon for the last year. I love this thing so much, but I'm really excited about the S because there's additional features and stuff.
They're both really good beacons.
Yeah. I lent these out for the beacon bash, and people were so impressed with the range and the intuitiveness. I was above everybody else.
Yeah. Cool. No, they're pretty cool. They invest so much in developing the beacons like that.
Yeah.
And that's why we do the firmware upgrade. You invest, a couple $1 million in a really niche product like that. You can't recoup it unless you can update the firmware and keep it current for 8 or 10 years or something.
Makes sense. Before this one, I had the Pulse, the red one, and I love that. And I gave it to one of my good friends because I want him to be safe and vice versa.
Yeah. And it's good as a user too because you're going to invest a couple $100 on an avalanche beacon. You want it to last, and so you actually get something that stays market current, technology current for a long time now.
Yeah, and a lot of people really don't have access to going to the shop to get updated for some other ones too. Or sending it into wherever to get updated.
Yeah, and I think it's just people are into sharing through social media and other stuff like that, so it makes sense to be able to share this way.
Totally.
So there's about a dozen update centers in the US that you can find they're listed under avalanche safety centers on the Mammut website.
Okay.
So if you don't have a friend who has one of these, you can go and do that.
Sweet.
There's usually a little fee there to cover the cost of the shop, learning about it and maintaining the software. So we've just finished up here, and the beacon restarted. We're okay, so now this is going to restart. And now if you turn the beacon off, if you turn it on, you can see right during the startup the 3.0. 3.0 is the new firmware.
Sweet.
So anyone that has 3.0, that's the new one. If it says 2.0, that was the initial one.
So I can do this to anybody who has 2.0, or give them 3.0, and they can in turn share it in the community.
Exactly. The one thing you can't do is with the standard Barryvox like this, you can't share it with the Barryvox S.
Gotcha.
Because it's a different file.
Makes sense.
So from Barryvox S to Barryvox S, or from Barryvox to Barryvox, you can share the file.
Good to know. Awesome. Well, Dave, thank you for walking us through that. That's very helpful.
That's it.
Good technology. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.